If you're a Persona fan and you've spent a number of minutes on Persona Twitter, a topic I intend to cover in another video, on its own, you'll notice that there's a lot of people who really love Persona 3 Portable's female protagonist, Kotone Shiomi, or Minako Ariasato. Fuck it, I'm calling her femc. Femc is loved among the Persona community for being the only Hashino game female protag. Sorry, Maya. So why is this, and why do fans keep asking for more? But first, a word from our sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by my Patreon. A big thanks to these lovely names on screen for supporting myself and trans rights. You can join my Patreon for bonuses such as access to my scripts as I write them and credits within my videos. A huge shout out to Ayanami for being a $10 Patreon. Link down below if you want to check it out. Back to the video. In order to discuss the femc, we need to discuss the context behind her existence. So, after Persona 3 Fest, a little hit game called Persona 4 came out on the PS2, and it was fucking awesome. Many fans of Persona 4 would go back to play Fest, realize there's no direct commands, and would complain on early internet forums and to Atlus, and so in response, with the not-so-disappointing sales of the PlayStation Portable, Atlus was all like, hey, what if we took Persona 3, a game fans have many complaints about, squish it down, put it on a PSP, put it in the Persona 4 battle mechanics, and for new content we'll get the writers to write an alternate route with different protagonists. Then some intern burst in and was like, sir, the polls are back! Fujoshi down bad fans of Persona wanna fuck Shinjiro! The boss drops his clipboard and a single tear goes down his face. Do a female protagonist so our female fans can fangirl over the guys and actually self-insert as the self-insert protagonist. And so, just like that, Persona 3's femc route was written with the same story as P3, but with more of a female soundtrack and female problems within social links like bullying, lest I remind you of the best girl in all of Persona, Sayori Hasegawa. No relation to the cop in P5S, by the way. So now I guess it's time to move on to how good really was the femc in Portable. Firstly, I'd be a fucking idiot if I didn't mention that her design is peak. Her dialogue options are very different from Makoto. Rather than being all, I don't care, it's your fault your parents are getting divorced, Maiko, she's all like, yippee, I'm so happy and spunky, I'm kinda nice to everyone, but also a little bit of a girl boss? I think one major example of this is the Mitsuru fangirl in the Makoto route. A student asks you for pictures of Mitsuru in a bikini and Makoto denies it. Femc, however, extorts them, tormenting them with a fee of 5,000 yen or something like that, which is just so fucking funny. And it also brings a smile to my face whenever I see dialogue like that. To set her apart from Makoto, she uses a nagata instead of a sword within combat. They didn't give protagonists multiple weapon types in Portable. Some may argue it's because they didn't want to make the protag too strong, others argue that they were lazy and didn't want to make models for the femc. Either way, it has the same side effect of giving her a unique weapon type that's hers. She also has a unique Orpheus design, which is pretty neat. Portable also gives access to some new Persona that we're seeing within Persona 4, like Neko Shogun, who's just a cute little fella. Oh, look at him! So that's her personality and fighting style. What about her unique social links? Holy shit, this segment is long. The femc has a lot of unique social links with the male party members, such as Junpei instead of Kenji, which makes sense a girl doesn't want to hear about him wanting to bang his teacher. Ryo over Kazushi, and the new two club options, tennis and volleyball, which makes sense. A character she can relate to, guys typically don't go to girls about their insecurities. Here's a Jessie tip. If you're in high school or college, a one-way ticket to getting bullied is revealing your flaws and insecurities to girls, so don't do that. Oh, and I almost forgot, it's also the club/social link that lets you visit Inaba from Persona 4. Remember how this game came out afterwards? Yeah, it's a little callback from the start of the video. Up next is Ken over Chihiro. I understand Ken had to have a social link, and I understand Makoto helps her get over her fears of guys, but femc could have done that too. We could have gotten a different story of her helping out as a third party rather than a direct influence. This is all for me to just say, I hate Ken. Oh, next on the list of my favorite is my baby girl, my waifu de la dafu, Sayori, over getting groomed on the internet. It's no secret girls have better things to do than sit down in their bedrooms playing video games all day. Unless it's me. I mean, I'm cracked at Fortnite. Anyways, it's a peak social link dealing with the struggles of being different. As a victim of bullying myself, and having had bad rumors spread about me, I'm a fucking trans girl, of course I relate to that struggle. She's one of the best social links, but one I cannot finish, as if you do max out her social link, she moves schools, and I'll never get to see Sayori, my virtual wife, ever again. So yeah, she stays at rank 9. Sorry girly, but I need to be able to hang out with my girlfriend. Next, there's Ryoji over Scott the Woz. It's obvious that a lot of the bottom feeder social links got ripped for party members / important characters like Ryoji. Then there's Koromaru over Yuko. Yuko is a social link you get for being friends with Kazushi, so it makes sense that instead you get to walk the dog and go on dog adventures. Yippee! Then there's Akihiko over Mamoru, same reason as to why Koromaru is over Yuko. Makes sense, we needed to fit in these male party members somewhere. When it comes to Akihiko's social link, Akihiko is really dense and comes off as a bit of a misogynist at times, but because the femc can hold her own, Akihiko doesn't mind that she's a girl and opens up to her. Overall, it's a nice wholesome story. And last, and the best change, Shinjiro over gourd making. No fucking shit that this is a good change. It's kinda obvious that a lot of people would like a social link with Shinji, as he's one of the most beloved characters in Persona 3. And being able to save him in Portable is peak. Fuck Makoto for not giving a fuck enough about Shinji to find his pocket watch and save his fucking life. That, or just give him the bulletproof fucking vest. It's in your inventory, Makoto, you stupid fanboy fuck. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. I just really like Shinjiro. So, as you can imagine, due to the huge changes to the social link roster, the bar was set so extremely high for a female protagonist within the Persona games, that well that we never got one again. I don't have a doubt in my mind that there's an alternate reality where Persona 4 got the portable treatment and Yosuke wouldn't date you because he is, you know, waiting until marriage? Kanji likes Naoto, and Teddy, well, he's fucking Teddy. I imagine that a Persona 4 portable game would have been awesome, and an alternate take on the social links from a girl's perspective would have been awesome. You know what else would have been awesome? If, I don't know, maybe they just like model and pronoun swap the protagonist? Same goes for P5, however its inciting incident needs to be worked around a little bit, so maybe like Shido wanted to have his way with the female protag, she hit him, police see, and that's how she gets arrested? But let's move on. What would I like to see in regards to female protagonists in Persona going forward? So let's go back to that P4 femc idea. What would I change about P4 to allow for a femc? I don't know, maybe just like the protagonist gender, maybe like make her bi or lesbian so you don't have to rewrite dialogue, or here's a controversial take, don't include the dating, it's such a surface level mechanic that it doesn't even matter. And I suppose maybe like the culture festival thing changes, so Yuri Narukami, yes, that's her name, that's my headcanon, that's my protag name. She goes into like the bikini contest and instead of Naoto winning, Yuri does. So when it comes to changing Persona 5 to have a female protagonist, the inciting incident does need to like change a little bit, but like just give me a lesbian protag with a model swap and pronoun swap and boom, my immersion's doubled and enjoyment of these games are, by also extension, doubled. I'm autistic, okay? I play and watch media if they have traps in them because I'm a gross fujoshi. This is how low the bar goes for a femc for me. It doesn't need unique social links or a soundtrack. Let Nanako call me big sis. Let Ryuji continue to treat me like a guy because we're such close friends despite being a girl. He doesn't see me as one the same way Junpei doesn't date femc. Just how Yosuke also wouldn't date a femc because he's, you know, waiting for college? I've always seen Persona and Pokemon to be foils of each other, as one's for children with very low stakes and a bad guy story with basic fun turn-based JRPG combat, while Persona is a bit more mature, with a bit more of a mature story with a bit more of mature mechanics, like the importance of buffing and one mores, and one thing Pokemon does that Persona doesn't is let you choose the gender of your fucking protagonist. Like, I think P5 femc fans were blueballed with Kasumi, as she could have potentially been a candidate for femc, as that's how she was teased, and that's how she was also teased as an old skin for Joker and Smash at a point in time, but my dreams will go to die. So is there any hope at all that there's going to be a femc for Persona 3 Reload? Most leakers say, don't count on it. What about a potential Persona 4 remake? That might, considering how non-relevant the protag's gender is to the story, and how the P5 ship has already sailed, baby. Oh, has it sailed. So where can I get my femc fix? Fan projects, of course. We are 3 or maybe 4 weeks after the launch of Reload, and the femc restoration mod is going hard. Mind, at this point, it's just a pronoun model swap, basically all I would care about if it were any other game. But no progress on the social links. P5R, on the other hand, has a really cool femc mod that's been a slow burner, but it is to a pretty substantial state at the moment. I was actually considering streaming this femc mod when doing my next playthrough of Persona 5 on stream, so maybe hit that subscribe button and that bell to know when I do stream. I don't know about anything P4 femc mode. I've seen lots of really cool fan art and cosplay, but I suppose P4 does have the drag outfits that I always wear whenever I do play P4, so I guess I get my femc enjoyment there, I suppose. Regardless, I've been a Chris Jesse. What do you guys think about the female protagonists in Persona? Do you hope that we may find another femc going forward into Persona 6? Let me know in the comments down below. I read every comment, because to put it lightly, I have nothing better to do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell if you know what's good for you. Join my Discord, links just down below. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye!